understanding the relationship between inferiority complexes, overcompensation, racism, and xenophobia as the root of racist behavior. It is essential to recognize that the concept of privilege is not a binary or one-size-fits-all concept. Individuals may experience various forms of privilege and disadvantage simultaneously due to the intersectionality of their social identities. Peggy McIntosh, a prominent feminist scholar, introduced the concept of the invisible knapsack in her influential 1988 essay titled White Privilege. Unpacking the Invisible Knapsack. The metaphorical invisible knapsack refers to the set of unearned privileges and advantages that individuals from dominant social groups, particularly white individuals, carry with them in society, often without being aware of it. In her essay, McIntosh listed numerous examples of these privileges that white individuals experience daily, such as not being racially profiled, seeing people of their race widely represented in media and government, and not being judged based on the actions of other individuals of the same race. She highlighted that these privileges are often taken for granted, and individuals might not recognize them because they're ingrained into societal norms and structures. The modern application of the invisible knapsack concept is to raise awareness about privilege and its impact on individuals and society. It encourages people, particularly those who belong to dominant social groups, to critically examine the advantages they may possess due to their race, gender, sexual orientation, or other social identities. By acknowledging their privilege, individuals can gain a deeper understanding of systemic inequalities and discrimination faced by marginalized groups. This self-awareness can be a crucial step towards dismantling unfair power dynamics and working towards a more equitable and inclusive society. Moreover, the concept of the invisible knapsack has been extended to include other dimensions of privilege, such as male privilege, heterosexual privilege, able-bodied privilege, and more. Recognizing these various forms of privilege helps people understand the intersectionality of identities and how individuals may experience multiple layers of advantage or disadvantage. In practical terms, the modern application of the invisible knapsack concept involves engaging in ongoing self-reflection, active listening to the experiences of others, and advocating for inclusive policies and practices. It also includes amplifying the voices of marginalized communities and supporting initiatives that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion. By dismantling the invisible privileges embedded within societal structures, individuals and communities can work towards creating a more just and equitable world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive and be treated with dignity and respect. The concept of the invisible knapsack can be applied to other cultural groups beyond white men. The original idea introduced by Peggy McIntosh focused on white privilege, but the broader concept of privilege and unearned advantages can apply to various social identities, including race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, disability, and more. For example, 1. Racial and ethnic privilege. Just as white individuals may experience unearned advantages due to their race, individuals from dominant racial or ethnic groups in a particular society may also have privileges that others do not. This can manifest in various ways, such as representation in media, access to resources, and greater societal acceptance. 2. Male privilege. The concept of male privilege addresses the advantages that men may experience simply because of their gender. This may include higher representation in leadership roles, better pay in certain industries, and less exposure to gender-based violence and discrimination. 3. Heterosexual privilege. Heterosexual individuals may experience advantages in a society that is predominantly heteronormative. They might not face the same level of discrimination or lack of legal recognition for their relationships that lesbian individuals do. 4. Able-bodied privilege. In societies where able-bodiedness is the norm, individuals with physical disabilities may face barriers and lack of accessibility, while able-bodied individuals may take their mobility and access to public spaces for granted. 5. Socioeconomic privilege. Socioeconomic status can also grant privileges such as better educational opportunities, access to health care and financial security, which may not be available to individuals from lower socioeconomic backgrounds. It is essential to recognize that the concept of privilege is not a binary or one-size-fits-all concept. Individuals may experience various forms of privilege and disadvantage simultaneously due to the intersectionality of their social identities. By acknowledging and understanding these different forms of privilege, individuals can work towards dismantling systemic inequalities and advocating for a more inclusive and equitable society. The goal is to promote empathy, allyship, and social justice across diverse cultural groups, fostering an environment where everyone's rights and dignity are respected and protected. Earned privilege refers to the advantages and benefits that individuals acquire through their personal efforts, achievements, and skills. These privileges are the result of hard work, talent, education, and other accomplishments that contribute to an individual's success and well-being. Earned privilege is typically within an individual's control and is often recognized and acknowledged by society. Examples of earned privilege include 1. Educational privilege. A person who earns a higher education degree may have better career opportunities and earning potential compared to someone without a similar level of education. 2. Career privilege. Individuals who work hard, show dedication, and excel in their careers may earn promotions, salary increases, and other professional benefits. 3. Athletic privilege. Athletes who train diligently and showcase exceptional talent may receive recognition, scholarships, and endorsements. Unearned privilege, on the other hand, refers to the advantages that individuals receive solely due to their membership in a particular social group, such as race, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic status. Unearned privileges are not earned through personal efforts or achievements, but are instead bestowed upon individuals based on their social identities. Examples of unearned privilege include 1. White privilege. White individuals may experience unearned privileges in various aspects of life, such as being less likely to face racial profiling, having greater representation in media, and encountering fewer barriers in accessing resources. 2. Male privilege. Men may experience unearned privileges related to gender, such as higher representation in leadership positions, better pay, and less exposure to gender-based violence and discrimination. 3. Heterosexual privilege. Heterosexual individuals may experience unearned privileges in societies that prioritize heteronormativity, such as being legally recognized and having their relationships accepted without question. It is important to distinguish between earned and unearned privilege because they have different origins and implications. Earned privilege is a result of personal efforts and achievements, while unearned privilege is related to societal structures and biases that advantage certain social groups over others. Recognizing both types of privilege is crucial for promoting equality, challenging systemic inequalities, and advocating for a more inclusive and equitable society.